In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to launch a TeamSpeak 3 server on Amazon Web Services. So once you have your Amazon Web Services account set up and everything, you're going to want to go to your EC2 dashboard and then go to Instances. And then you're going to launch an instance. So for this sake, I'm going to be using Windows just for simplicity. You can use Linux, but this tutorial is covering the Windows operating system. So in this case, make sure you use the free tier eligible. For TeamSpeak, that will be plenty. So you're just going to want to select this. And then you're going to want to go to Add Tags. And then you're going to want to tag it TeamSpeak. And then just do TeamSpeak there too. Configure security groups. We're going to create a new security group, so we'll just name this one TeamSpeak 3 and then TeamSpeak 3. So for this part, you're going to want to do the you're going to want to set up the port forwarding for your ports so that TeamSpeak can communicate with the clients that are connecting to the server. So you're going to want to add a rule and then do TCP rule. And then you're going to want to do 10011 and then make sure this is on anywhere, and then add another one, same TCP, and then this one will be 30033, and then make sure you also select this to anywhere. Then you're going to add one more rule and then do UDP, and then the port will be 9987. Make sure this is also on anywhere. This first RDP rule is how you connect to your server. So this doesn't really need to be anywhere. You can select this to be my IP address, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to leave it on anywhere or custom, but anywhere doesn't really matter. We're going to go ahead and then do review and launch. All right, go ahead and launch the instance, and then choose create a new key pair, and then name it something like TeamSpeak 3, and then you're going to download the key pair. Just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to put it on my desktop, but you can put it wherever you want, and then click Launch Instance. Now this will take a few minutes, so while it's downloading or loading, you should name it something like TeamSpeak. You will only have one here at this point, so you can ignore these two up here. You're going to want to also create a elastic IP. So do allocate new address, and then hit allocate. And then you're going to want to select the IP address you just allocated. In this case, you can ignore this one. This was from another one. Do associate IP address. You're going to right click on it, do associate IP address, and then select the instance you have. For you only have one, so just select that one. And then select the private IP address. Then you're going to just click associate. And now go back to your instances up here. All right, once that's up and running, you'll see it right there. Just go ahead and click connect. And then do download remote desktop file. You're going to want to get the password. Right now it's not available yet, so we're just going to wait a few more minutes. All right, once that finishes, you're going to want to choose the TeamSpeak3.pem file we just downloaded to the desktop, and we're going to open that and then decrypt the password. Then this big long string of code will be the password. We're going to go ahead and copy that and then close this. And then we're going to open up the file we just downloaded right down here to connect to the server. We're going to click connect, and then it'll ask for the password. You're going to have to Control V to paste that one in, and then hit OK. So this sort of warning will pop up. You're just going to want to click yes. And then it'll start screen sharing the virtual machine that we just created. So right now it's actually still setting up Windows. So this might take a few more minutes. We'll just wait for this to finish. So once everything finishes loading, this will pop up. You can just click no on that. And then we're going to open up the dreaded Internet Explorer. And then go up to the address bar and type teamspeak.com. So the computer's pretty slow. It'll take a minute to load there. Just hit do not recommend or do not use recommended settings and then hit OK. Just do that again with the TeamSpeak, and then click add, and then hit add, close, Just do this a couple times. It's something with the security for Internet Explorer, and then go to downloads, and then go to TeamSpeak 3 server. You're going to go ahead and click on that. And then for the Windows, you're going to download the server 64-bit. This will automatically download the newest version, and then just click download. Hit add, close, do that again. And then I think you have to click download again, then save as. And then just download this to probably the desktop for now. And then save. And then once all that's done, you can just go ahead and close out of this. Now we're going to right click on this and do extract all. And just extract. And this will extract it just to the desktop here. So we'll just wait for that to finish. And then we will open it up. And then right here is where you would restore from a backup file. If you have a backup file, it would look something like this. It would have TeamSpeak or TS3 server.sqlite.db. And then this is the file that would have your information for the server. So if you have that, I would recommend uploading this to like Google Drive or something to transfer it to the server, and then just going to Google Drive on the virtual machine, downloading it to your desktop, and then just drag this file into the folder. You're going to want to do that before you run the server though, otherwise it won't work. If you don't have a backup file, no worries. You're just going to want to follow these steps anyway. So at this point, just go ahead and double click on this file, this .exe, and then it'll go ahead and run the server. This will pop up if you don't use a backup. If you do, you will already have gotten this the first time you set up the server, so you won't need the admin token for that. So we actually need to do something else before we can connect to the server. There's a Windows firewall issue. So if you just go down here and click this, go network settings, and then do Windows firewall, you're going to want to click allow apps or features through Windows firewall, and then do allow another app. Click browse, go to your desktop, go to this file here, and then select the TS3 server, and then click open. Click add, and then do OK. That will allow the TeamSpeak 3 server to work properly. Now what you're going to want to do is open up your EC2 console, go to your instances, and then copy the public address for this. You're going to want to open TeamSpeak 3, and then go connections, connect, and then paste that in, click connect.
Connected.
And then you're going to need to enter a privilege key. So to get that is right here. So you're just going to copy that. Also, while we're here, I'd recommend backing up this, like saving that to a file somewhere, just so you have it for future reference. Anyway, go back to your TeamSpeak 3 and then paste in your privilege key. And then that'll give you admin access to the server. So now you can set up the server however you like. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask. I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, this should be a fairly simple guide for setting it up on Amazon Web Services for Windows. Thanks for watching. Hope that helped you out.